Fala família, sejam bem-vindos ao nosso canal, cara. Estamos de volta trazendo mais novidades para vocês, continuando a nossa série, exatamente da parte onde nós paramos, família. Início, né, do nosso último episódio, não o último episódio, o último capítulo. Então é provável que eu divida o último capítulo em 2 ou 3 vídeos, né? Então vai depender do tamanho desse capítulo, cara. Mas é onde tudo vai ter um ponto final, onde tudo vai se resolver. Esse capítulo é onde que os verdadeiros culpados estão realmente aparecendo, né? Que é onde tudo está se encaixando pra gente poder decifrar todo esse mistério do que aconteceu com a Rachel, que foi no episódio anterior, e o que vai ser do futuro de Arcadia Bay, aqui. Então galera, eu peço pra vocês que deixem aquele likezão, que cara, vai ser só um segundinho do seu tempo, é tudo que eu preciso, que você deixe o seu like aí, comenta aí também pra fortalecer o nosso vídeo em comentários, cara. Então, simbora, né, continuar a nossa série, o grande finale, né? Porque o último episódio foi insano, cara. Então vamos continuar ele aqui.
Previously on Life is Strange.
Essa Privilege, gente, eu não preciso relembrá-la não. Porque, cara, a gente já tá mais que por dentro de tudo que aconteceu. Porém, eu resolvi dar uma pulada nela, mas enfim. Vamos ver o que vai acontecer aqui, que eu tô muito surpreso de quem realmente é o culpado disso, cara. Não tô nem pra acreditar, né? Não. Olha, sempre dá essas bugueiras, cara. Voltar ao jogo. Beleza. Vamos lá, vamos lá. E aí? Simbora. Max tá acabando de acordar, pelo visto, né? As câmeras, né? Ela voltou àquela sala. Então, pelo que aparenta ser, deixa eu só... enquanto tá rolando tudo, pelo que aparenta ser, quem que tá usando esse celeiro, né? Da família Prescott é aquele doidão que é o professor dela de foto, né? Fotografia. Então, parece que ele se apoderou desse lugar e tá fazendo essa tortura com a galera, né? Meio sinistro, porém a gente vai entender o motivo de tudo e vamos ver o que vai rolar aqui agora, né? Ai, ai, ai. É aquele momento em que a gente espera. Olha ela aqui, ó. Life is Strange, episódio 5. Polarizada. Esse polarizada significa o quê? Sinistro, por sinal, né? Sinistro, bem sinistro. Ela já acorda como? Amarrada. Mas se os efeitos do entorpecente que esse cara deu passar um efeitozinho, ela vai conseguir voltar no tempo e vai fazer umas paradinhas. Usar o poder dela, né?
Chloe?
Chloe morreu, filha.
What? Where?
A Victoria, velho. A Victoria está aqui, mano.
Is anybody out there? Please help!
Pegou as duas, né? Victoria. Deixa eu falar com a Victoria.
Victoria, wake up. Wake
Mano,
up.
que sinistro, né? Mão esquerda, soltar.
Help! Somebody help me!
Foto.
Oh shit, that's me. He took that shot last night.
Vamos tentar se soltar aqui.
Finally, I'm free.
puxar.
Almost.
Vamos puxar. Tem que ter alguma coisa que dê... Aqui é a seringa.
God, I don't remember anything that happened. This must be the same drug Nathan used on Kate.
E agora? Vamos ver... O que dá pra fazer aqui, cara? Olhar...
I hate looking at myself like that. You'll pay for this, Jefferson.
Beleza. Botão esquerdo do mouse. Vamos lá, vamos lá.
I promised I would never go back in time like this again. But this is the only way.
Ah, ela vai voltar daquele jeito. Caraca, olha como que ela ficou aqui no negócio, né? Desfocar. Mas aqui desfoca muito. O problema é que desfoca, né? E depois botão esquerdo do mouse direito. Aí, ó. Olha como que ela tá.
This angle highlights your purity, see? The slightly unconscious model is often the most open and honest. No vanity or posing, just pure expression. Oh, Christ. Look at that perfect face.
Nossa, que pilantra, velho.
Hold that stare there! Stay still!
Será que tem como eu... Não tem como eu voltar no tempo.
Oh, Max! You fucked up my shot! But please don't worry. We have all the time in the world. For now, I knew you were special the second I saw your first selfie. Yes, I still hate that word. But I love the purity of your own image. Not like Rachel, who was always looking in the wrong places. Poor Rachel. Wait. Let me try this angle.
Caraca, mano.
Don't move! Much better. Thanks, Max. If only Nathan could see this setup. He tried so hard. But you can't just throw a few subjects around and expect a cohesive style or theme. But he had an eye for shadows, and an eye for a whole lot more, as his elite family will find out, along with Arcadia Bay. Nice. Good. Oh, those eyes. It's just too bad you're so goddamn nosy, Max. But this room is under 24/7 surveillance, so all I had to do was text you from Nathan's phone. And you fell right into my hands. You really should have focused on schoolwork, not private detecting with your little friend.
Chloe.
Chloe. Right. Yeah, I'm sorry that that Nathan killed her in self-defense. But she had a troubled history like most Arcadia Bay dropouts. Nobody will be surprised. Or care. Though I
Caraca.
promise, people will care when you die tonight, Max. I wasn't lying when I said you have a gift. Okay. Now this looks good. Maybe a few more close-ups. Max, please do not move so much. I need you posed and framed my way. Maybe a new dose will calm you down.
No.
Ai, você tem que conseguir fazer alguma coisa. Vamos lá tentar, vamos
Now
tentar.
don't move or this will hurt much. Stupid bitch! You just don't listen, do you? In fact, you never did hear much in my class. If you had, you might have seen all this coming. God damn, you are a fighter, though. I've had my eye on you, and I've noticed that you've been more fearless this week than maybe your whole life.
No.
Remember my #1 rule. Always take the shot.
Sempre tire uma foto. E ela apaga de novo. Oh, man. E aí, o que vai rolar agora? Parece que ela mudou algumas coisas.
Oh, Jesus. I can't
Ah, ela
believe it
lembrou
happened.
do que aconteceu.
So sick.
Então ela olhar a foto fez ela lembrar tudo. Uma câmera, foto. Vamos olhar esse aqui?
Whoa. I'm definitely more awake in this photo. I could try this one.
Vamos tentar
This
aqui.
might work. Please work.
Vamos tentar. Espero que dê, né? Caraca, o problema é só configurar essa foto. Será que se eu parar assim? Não, né? Aí agora vamos esperar. Focalize com as teclas. Blá. E depois botão esquerdo do mouse. Depois botão esquerdo do mouse. Ah, entendi. Primeiro focalizo com o botão esquerdo do negócio do mouse. Eu olho como é que o negocinho fica. Entendi.
I'm getting some spectacular images here, Max. Yes, Victoria would kill to be in your place, but she doesn't understand our connection. You're the winner, Max. I choose you. Your portrait.
Fuck you.
You're trying too hard. I know you're scared. You all have the same doe-eyed look when you wake up here, replaced by fear as you realize what's about to happen.
Mr. Jefferson, why are you doing this?
Oh, Max, I'm so glad you asked that question. Simply put, I'm obsessed with the idea of capturing that moment innocence evolves into corruption. That shift from black to white to gray and beyond. Most models are cynical. They lose that naivete. However, some Blackwell students carry their hope and optimism with them like an aura. And those lucky few become my models. My subjects.
Yes, you're a psychopath. And this is your last session.
Au contraire, Max. I'm so sane that nobody knows what's happening to you right now. As you can see, Sleeping Beauty here is too harsh for my gentle lens. And don't get me started on your late partner. I had enough of those faux punk sluts in my Seattle days.
Você matou a Chloe. Vai para o
You
inferno.
killed Chloe. You murdered my best friend.
She had a loaded weapon. This was clearly self-defense, but that's what happens when you play with guns. Or try to fuck with me. It's better when they don't know. Like pure, sweet Kate.
Artistas não mata, blá blá blá.
Artists
colocar
don't
artistas não
drive
mata.
teenagers to suicide for any bullshit muse. You trained Nathan to drug Kate.
to take photos of her. That's why she's dead.
Which makes me sad, Max. I will miss her. Kate had such a strong spirit, it was very satisfying to break it down.
You will not get away with this. I want you to know that.
Too bad you already made a convincing argument against Nathan in the principal's office. Thank you so much for setting him up for me. I do know that the Prescotts are going to have a major scandal when the town finds out what their elite son has been doing for homework.
Você usou o Nathan. Ele é tão doente quanto você. Você usou o Nathan. Mas todos os dois são meio... Todos os dois
You used Nathan.
são meio
I prefer the
problemáticos.
term manipulated. Like with an image. Nathan's was easy to twist around. I became a sort of father figure for Nathan. It happens often in teacher-student relationships. It was kind of touching for a while.
Did you tell him everything about your plans at Blackwell?
Don't be stupid, Max. I told him what he needed to hear. In return, I had access to the Prescott fortune. Who do you think paid for this glorious darkroom and equipment? How else could I get all these hip new drugs for my subjects?
Rachel Amber was your victim, not your subject.
Rachel Amber. That's the real tragedy. Nathan thought he could be an artist like me. Instead, the dumbass gave her an overdose.
O que é a Rachel? Por que a Rachel?
Why Rachel?
I don't have time to tell you everything. But she was special. A human chameleon, so many visual possibilities. We had a real connection.
Ela deixou você tirar as fotos? Sabia do Frank? Vamos perguntar se ela tirou.
Did she let you take pictures of her?
Rachel was in love with me. That's not my ego. Just look at our sessions. Not that I'll let you. Nobody loved having their picture taken more. Anyway, Rachel is dead. But no tears. Los Angeles would have killed her anyway, so look at this as a favor.
You're evil.
Oh, I see. You're good because you stopped your friend from beating Nathan up.
I cared more about Nathan than you did.
No, you didn't. It's just too bad that he fell in lust with Rachel. He actually thought he could mimic what I do with the camera and subject, like father, but not like son.
Where is Nathan now?
Dead and buried. After what he did to Rachel, I knew I couldn't keep him as a protege for much longer. Now the police will never find his body. Do you finally get it now, Max? I can't compromise my vision with amateurs.
You are an amateur. Look at the trail of death you left behind. You can't blame all this on Nathan. I don't care what you do to me. You're gonna die, motherfucker. For Chloe and Rachel and everybody else.
I do love your spirit, Max, but you brought yourself here. By your own choice. Anyway, I like my models to be seen and not heard. So I have to make sure there's nothing left behind of you. Okay.
Caraca, mano.
Now, let's see how these shots came out. I can see why your instant camera is so appealing. You don't need a computer to print your work out.
Ele matou até o Nathan, mano. Que filho da mãe. Ordinário. Beleza.
I have all those photos in my diary. This could be a way out.
Now this one. This is purity personified.
Ela tem todas essas fotos no diário.
I have all those photos in my diary.
I wish
This
you
could
could
be a
see
way
yourself
out.
now.
E agora? Beleza, mas tem que ter alguma
This one
coisa.
is out of focus, but that's my fault, Max.
Sério?
Okay. Now, let's see how these shots came out. I can see why you're in.
Wait!
Please, Mr. Jefferson.
Vamos ver o que vai rolar.
Max, I would love to talk shop, but I really need to go over these pictures, especially while they're fresh in my mind. I think our session was a career high for me.
Mostre minhas fotos. O que você vai fazer? Deixe-me ajudar. Mostre minhas fotos.
Could
A única coisa.
Could you show me the photos?
That's the first time one of my models down here has asked me that. Of course you would. But I love that the last thing you'll ever see is yourself through my camera eye. Too perfect.
Ah, essa parte aqui é aquela mesma parte. Então,
You
beleza.
better ask him something else.
Tem que voltar no tempo, beleza. Tem que voltar no tempo. Provável que seja até a parte. Vamos ver, né?
Okay.
Wait!
Beleza, vamos usar outra alternativa. Meu diário. Deixa-me ajudá-lo. Vamos ver aqui essa parada do meu diário.
You still have my diary.
Don't worry. Nobody's going to read it. Thanks for reminding me. There's nothing more innocent than a teenager's diary. Oh, look at your selfies. What a waste of talent. Look at that shot, Max. You can do so much better.
Obrigado, seu otário. Tu me deu o que eu precisava. Bora focar na foto aqui, né? Bora focar na foto. Tava boa já. A foto já tava boa. Ah, não, mas tem que focar melhorzinho aqui. Dá pra focar melhor. Aí, ó. Cara, que essa parada de focar a foto é um saco. Aí, ó, agora foi.
I could frame any one of you in a dark corner and capture you in a moment of desperation. Shh. I believe Max has taken what you kids call a selfie. A dumb word for a wonderful photographic tradition.
Right back where I started this insane week. And nobody is going to hurt Chloe ever again.
The portrait has been popular since the early 1800s. Your generation was not the first to use images for selfie expression. Sorry, I couldn't resist. The point remains that the portraiture has always been a vital aspect of art and photography for as long as it's been around.
Voltamos na mesma
Now, Max,
parte, né, cara?
since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell
Cara,
us the
nem
name
lembro
of the
desse.
process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
Processo não capturado, quem se importa? Verdadeiro visionário. Processo Dan Guerreiro.
The Daguerrean process.
Oh, well, that was easy, Max.
Was it? Okay.
Well, okay then. So, the Daguerrean process made portraiture hugely popular, mainly because it gave the subjects clear, defined features. You can learn more when you actually finish reading the assigned chapters. Obviously, Max has read them. Guys, don't forget the deadline to submit a photo in the Everyday Heroes
Time to change time.
The winter to San Francisco, where you'll be feted by the art
First,
world.
let's make it real easy to capture Mark Jefferson.
And Alyssa, get it together. Taylor, don't hide. I'm still waiting for your entry too. And yes, Max, I see you pretending not to see me.
Bastard.
Damn, que otário,
I
cara.
have to warn David about Jefferson and the dark room.
Olhar, celular. Vamos pegar o celular?
All I need is David's number, and Jefferson is one text close.
Deve ter alguma coisa na mochila. não é
I should
possível.
be able to track down David's number from the school pamphlet. Found you.
Encontrei algo. O que é isso aqui? Então agora eu posso pegar o celular.
For once, David,
Primeira
I'm
vez,
praying you'll
estou...
overreact to this as much as everything else. And take Jefferson down fast.
Out there in the world, no matter who wins, this is just a bump on a bigger road. I don't want anybody to feel excluded from this process, but I also want everybody to know that this photographic world is...
You
Mano,
wanted me to enter the contest, asshole. So
será que
maybe
vai dar
I'll be
ruim?
going to San Francisco. And Jefferson, you'll be going to prison.
Ai, ai.
The past within the past. Am I pushing myself too hard?
Caraca, caraca,
It
caraca.
doesn't matter what happens to me. I have to save Chloe.
Confortar, vamos confortar a Kate.
Hi, Kate.
Oh, hey, Max.
Kate, listen to me.
I am.
Always remember that you're not alone. I've got your back no matter what happens. So do a lot of other people. We all care. We're all here for you. You need to know that.
Max, that makes me feel so blessed for the first time this week. I don't know what to say.
That's okay. Neither do I. Maybe we could both use a hug.
Thanks. You always know the right thing to do.
Vamos salvar a Kate também. Vamos salvar a Kate, a Chloe, a Victoria, o Nathan, até o Nathan, né? Marcas gravadas, não quero ler isso aqui não. O que eu preciso fazer? Tenho que entregar minha foto ao Sr. Jefferson. Vamos lá, deixa eu entregar a foto do filho da mãe aqui, ó. Dar a foto.
Mr. Jefferson, we need to talk.
Can you see I'm talking to Mr. Jefferson now?
Yes, I see. But maybe you shouldn't.
And why not?
Hold on, Victoria. Are you okay, Max?
I will be when Victoria understands that hiding behind a screen, posting videos of people is incredibly cruel and unfair. You're smart enough to know how easy it is to hurt somebody, to destroy their life. I just want you to think about how much it would hurt if somebody did that to you. You can always make the right choice, Victoria. I know you've got a good heart. I've seen it.
Listen, I didn't...
You don't have to explain. There's no reason for you to be so insecure that you can't be happy with your own talent. Wouldn't it be better to lift people up than to bring them down? You could inspire people.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about now. Do I, Mr. Jefferson?
I think I should stay out of this one, Victoria.
Then I guess I'm done talking.
And that's okay too.
That was kind of random, Max. What did you mean?
Here's my photograph for the Everyday Heroes contest.
Oh, that was easy.
Caraca,
Não.
ela tá sinistrona agora.
It wasn't easy at all.
Well, I can't prejudge yet, but I'm very happy you decided to enter. That means a lot to me. And Blackwell. The first step for any artist is to put themselves out there in the world without fear. To be innocent.
Or guilty.
Well, thanks for the photo, and maybe both of us will be jet-setting to San Francisco this Friday.
Or maybe only one of us will be going.
Don't be so modest, Max. Anything can happen in a week.
As you're going to find out, Mr. Jefferson.
Nossa, toma. Toma isso aí, isso aí. Isso aí, cara. Salvamos ele de novo. Salvamos a Chloe, né? Tudo aconteceu de acordo com o que aconteceu. E aí, isso aqui já é diferente. Isso aqui eu já não sabia. Pô. Beleza, prenderam ele. Conseguiram salvar ela? Nossa, perfeito, cara, perfeito. Prenderam o Nathan também, cara. Prenderam o Nathan. Prenderam os dois, né? Porque os dois que fizeram maldade. Encontraram o corpo da Rachel. Caraca, que sinistro, né? Ela ganhou um quadro. Que louco. Ele matou ela, né? Jefferson matou a Chloe. Nesse daqui elas já estão melhores. Boa. O que aconteceu aqui? Ué?
Whoa!
E agora? Ela tá no avião. Uai!
You're okay, Max. You're safe. On a plane.
Uai!
I hope I did everything right this time.
E agora? Professor local é
Good work,
preso.
David.
Bom trabalho, David. Vamos ver. Agora a gente... Mano, você arrebenta, Max.
Chloe. Oh, you're
Você
alive.
está viva. Você está viva.
Oh, you're alive.
Bom. Isso é bom, né?
I did it. I fixed everything.
Consertou, meu bem. Agora foi daquele jeito, cara. Espero, né? Espero que tenha consertado tudo, mas ainda tem aquela coisinha, né, que a gente quer saber aqui, ó. Ainda não foi tudo completamente não, ali tem umas coisas ali interessantes.
It's so weird to be in between realities. Everything is out of focus and in the distance.
10 across 6 letters, blue.
Beleza.
How am I supposed to figure that out?
O que é isso aqui? Vamos ver.
We're
Vamos ter que
almost in San
explorar tudo,
Francisco.
né?
I'm so stressed, but I'm so excited too.
Será que tem alguma coisa que eu consiga fazer ali? Tela. Olhar aqui o
Beginning
jornal.
of the end for Jefferson and the Prescotts.
Beleza.
Aw, I haven't seen Hot Dog Man in forever. Chloe and I used to totally play the video game and watch him all the time. When we were innocent.
Beleza. Falta... Aqui, ó.
I have to
Panfletos.
admit, I love being called an artist.
Uai, vamos ver aqui, ó. Heróis do cotidiano. Amostra. Entendi. Beleza. Eu tinha que olhar tudo, né?
And stow any electronic gear until the plane is on the ground and at the gate. Thank you. We're starting our descent in a few minutes. It's a beautiful day in San Francisco with clear skies and cool 60 degrees. We hope you enjoyed your trip and we thank you very much for choosing Pacific West Air. Come fly with us anytime.
I don't think so. I'm hoping these airline seats get smaller so I won't have to fly at all anymore.
Falar com o Dr.
How did you sleep?
Hope I wasn't snoring out loud, Max.
Just a bit.
Só pouco, né?
It's been a tough week at Blackwell. So I hope you'll forgive me. Between Mr. Jefferson and Prescott's, things have been hectic, to say the least.
I totally get it, Principal Wells.
That's a smart way of telling me to stop whining. We are proud of you for representing Blackwell at the Everyday Heroes contest. I know I'm not exactly the guide you wanted in San Francisco, but we all want you to have a great experience here.
I already am, and we're not even there.
Mano, olha o problema aí, ó.
Another nosebleed? Max, you're not just screwing around with time.
Outro problema. E aí, o que vai rolar agora, cara? Tá ficando sinistro. Tô gostando. O que foi isso aí, cara? Que... Zeitgeist. Galeria Zeitgeist. Será que eu vou encontrar ele ali, velho? Não sei, mas... A gente... Caraca, que... Nossa, mano, vamos ler. Deixa acontecer. Nossa, mas ela tá bem mais estilosinha agora, né? Isso é fato.
San Francisco is so cool. And this gallery is huge.
So is the buffet. If an event skimps on the food, you know it's a bad event.
As long as I don't have to eat any caviar.
This is your day, Max. You can do whatever you want. I hope you take advantage of your status and talk to as many influential people here as possible. Work the room.
I don't know. I feel so weird, like I'm a little kid hanging with the adults.
Max, after this week, you are certainly not a little kid anymore. In fact, you're a noteworthy adult being honored by your peers. Now you have to start acting like the photographer you want to be. Hell, I wanted to be in charge of a big school someday. So I started taking charge of things when I was young. Ask my poor classmates. Max, I'm gonna eat up that caviar so you don't have to. Better get in there and start schmoozing. You know, I won't always be here to take charge. But you come talk to me whenever you want.
Come on, Max. After everything that's happened, this should be the least scary thing you've ever done.
O problema é nem saber o que rolou, né? Vamos ver. Ah, sim, a de costas ela tá bem cheirosinha, por sinal, cara.
You did it. Somehow. I went from the dark room to this gallery. I've been through so many realities in 1 week. Life is weird.
A vida é estranha. Antes de tudo, deixa eu ver o que rola aqui no banheiro. Ah, não tem como entrar. Enfim, família, vamos finalizando esse vídeo por aqui, cara. 40 minutos de vídeo, né? Acredito que o próximo vídeo vai ser também, sim, em base de 40 minutos, porque esse game aqui é muita história contada. Então, pra gente poder entender tudo direitinho, é dessa forma que vai ter que ser. Então, eu espero...
Smile and don't say anything
Não diga nada estúpido, beleza. No próximo episódio a gente volta aqui conferindo o que vai rolar nesses próximos e finais episódios de Life is Strange, galera. Até a próxima e eu volto trazendo novidade pra vocês em breve. Valeu e fui!